Hey everyone, it's Patrick Kofi Austin with Social FlyWay, and here are my top 5 tips to getting over fear of making video. Tip number 1, start small and practice. Seems pretty simple, right? But really just start with some small, quick clips, just a clip like this one, a couple tips that you can just kind of tell people just to get used to being in front of the camera. Another thing is with this start small is that means you don't have to have a big production. You don't need super nice cameras. You got, probably some of the best cameras in your hand and your phone. So just take your phone, put it there, put it in front of your face, sit there and say, you know what? Talk and make them small and just practice. And just do it over and over and over again until you get used to it, okay? Tip number 2, start making videos, and when you make videos, make sure you put something of value in the video. See, it's a very simple tip. People always like getting a little bit of extra knowledge about something that they might not know, or even it's something that they do know, but if you could expound upon it, or even if it's a point where it might be something that is a general consensus, right? When you create the video, you also want to make sure you go in and talk about it, create some value, ask some questions, and get some feedback on your answers and how you feel about the content you're creating. So, like I said, tip number 2, just make sure it's a piece of content where you're adding some value. All right, tip number 3, create a comfortable environment for when you're shooting your videos, right? See, this one's kind of maybe sometimes it gets lost, right? But, if you're a little bit, scared, go somewhere comfortable. You don't have to set up some special background or anything. Look at me, I'm just in my main room here. You can see all my magic stuff. I'm comfortable here. I feel comfortable while I'm sitting in this space creating this video. And you should just do the same, no matter if you need some tea on the side or you need a coffee to kind of help think yourself through. Just make it somewhere, an environment that's comfortable for you and leaves you calm and makes it easy for you to get in front of a camera and say it for a few words and of course, bring value. All right, tip number 4. This is a good one. This is a good one. Be prepared, but don't over prepare. I'm gonna tell you, I've done video a lot, and even with this video right here, I prepared myself, but sometimes I kind of over prepared, and I had to remind myself this is how it made the list, because I was like, oh, I'm just overthinking this. I'm saying I need to say this much and talk about this much and talk about this. What you need to do is just hit a couple bullet points, write them down. Know there are different pieces that of key points that you want to talk about, and just say them, just do them. I mean, you know what you're talking about, so you just say it, just do it. And don't worry about it too much, because once you do, if you over prepare, then you get in your head. Next thing you know, you just don't know what to say. Then you get frustrated. Just don't worry about it. Write down some key points. Prepare, but don't over prepare. All right. And point number 5, our tip number 5 is this: embrace imperfection. That's right, I said it. It's okay for you to mess up in your video. You are not Max Headroom. You're not Max Headroom. You don't have to get it completely right every time. It doesn't need to, oh, I didn't say this right. Now, you need to enunciate it. Hopefully, sometimes, don't say the wrong data or something like that. But don't, it's okay if you're not perfect. Actually, sometimes it's better if you're not perfect. Because listen, really what people really want is just for you to be you. Want you to be authentic. If you're over here and you sound like you're reading like a robot, or if it sounds too salesy or too, scripted, I mean, people can tell. People can tell. So that's the last tip. That's my 5th tip. Hey, embrace imperfection and you'll be just fine, okay? All right, Patrick Austin with Social FlyWay, my 5 tips to getting comfortable shooting video. And can't wait to see you next time.